talk about double stops, some cool ways to use them, a little theory behind them, how to play all the double stops in one key, and using them over the 5 chord. Here we go. All right, for our lesson today, we're going to be in the key of A, but I encourage you to learn all of these all over your fretboard. So in the key of A, we're going to be doing this on the 3rd and 2nd string. We're going to start at the 2nd fret. And we have an A and a C sharp. I put the names of the notes underneath what are the two names are. And if you look, A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G sharp, A. That's our A major scale. All right, so we're going to be climbing that up on the 3rd string and harmonizing that up with a 3rd above it. So we have A and C sharp on the 2nd fret. Then we're going to B and D on the 3rd and 4th fret. We're going to C sharp and E on the 6th and 5th fret. Straight across the 7th fret. Straight across the 9th fret. 11, 10, 12, 13, and 14, 14. That's back to the A and C sharp that we started with 12 frets higher. So we have this. Okay, now there's so many different ways to use this, and understanding what chords these would work over, kind of like what we did in the last lesson where we did A, right, and then we did D, E. But playing this as a scale, ascending or descending, or fishing around, right? Fishing around, getting your different chord inversions. What I want to point out here is how these notes fit over the 1, the 4, and the 5 chord. So let's take a minute and explore that. All right. So this one right here, we could look at this as an A chord. All right? My pen, there we go. You can look at that as an A chord. The 4-3, we can look at that as an E7 chord. That fits really nice over E7. We've got the 5th and the 7th of an E7 chord. Then 5-6, we're back to our A chord. 7-7, we have our D chord. 9-9, back to our E chord. 10-11, our D chord. See how this is going? 12-13, we're back to our E chord. And 14-14, bringing us back to the A chord. So, we have A's, E's, E7s, and D's for every step of the scale. We can either play it over an A, a D, or an E. So, let's take a look and figure out how to apply that to music. Now, hopefully, this has opened up some aha moments for you. If you're playing over an A chord, you could just play the scale. All over that A chord. Or you could go in between your A's. I threw this in there that isn't in this scale. That's just the other A inversion. But A. All right, then if we're over an E chord, you have E, E7, then back to A. Or D, A, E, A. So surfing around knowing I'm on a D chord. I know in the scale, this is a D chord, this is a D chord. I'm switching to an E chord. E, E7, which brings us back to A. Alright, so here's a great lick to play over the E7 chord. Let's say it's a 12-bar blues. We just got to that last 4 measures. We're in A. We just got to that E7. Here's the lick that works really well. It's just a descending scale. I'm going to play each one 2 times. You could play it just once, play it 2 times. You could do 2 little triplets with it, do it three quickies. It's just a descending scale. So I'm going to play this slowly. So if we're about ready to go to the E, I'm going up to the 15, 16, which isn't, that's the next step in this scale, would be going up, continuing up. This starts me on that E7 chord. Right? It's very kind of Chuck Berry, how Chuck Berry, like in rock and roll, does the, right? That's just if you want to dance with me, right? We're going up higher and starting up much higher and going. That was a little messy, but when you're full out rocking, you'll pull it off. So, over the E chord. I'm going to do a 12-bar blues using just these double stops. 4 measures of A, 2 measures of D, 2 measures of A, 2 measures of E, and then back to A, and then repeat. I'm going to kind of think Eddie Cochran, Chuck Berry, Buddy Holly. So in the key of A, here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Practice these double stops up and down your neck. Get really good at them. Put them in different keys. Don't just stay in the key of A. You know you play your blues in E. You know you do it in G, C's, D's. If you play with horns, you play F's and B flats. Put it in every key. Get good in every key. All right. I'll see you next week. Ta-ta.